You can turn a whole paper in 2 hours.
I know I can. Can you?
Probably.
Can you do it right in 2 hours? Anybody can do it in 2 hours.
But you know, if you have like a pressure exam.
Yeah, exam sweat doesn't help with the writing as well.
Yeah. You take more time, I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm doing it.
And the funny thing is, some students think they're doing it right and they're not. And lol. Right, what's the first part here? Yeah. Kaboom. Right. Okay, right, what we got? Given that, show that. So it's a proof. And they tell you where to start. Start with cos 2 theta equals cos squared theta. Your torrent's finished downloading there. Cos squared theta minus sine squared theta. Right. We want to get a formula for sine squared. Wait. What? Cos 2 theta. We want sine. Alright, so we can say cos 2 theta equals 1 minus sine squared theta minus sine squared theta. So you have 2 sine squared theta equals 1 minus cos 2 theta. Done. Okay. Next part is they want you to integrate sine squared theta. Right, so obviously use the result that you just have. That's a half 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta, which will be a half theta minus a half sine 2 theta. What are the limits? 0 and pi. Put pi in first, we'll get pi minus 0, and then we'll put 0 in second, we'll get 0. Is the answer pi over 2? Right, the next one.
Solve the equation.
So we have to use our formula again for
2 cos squared.
I'm going to cancel. Do we have a formula for cos squared 2 theta?
No.
I have a sneaky idea here. What's my sneaky idea? Oh no, sorry, forget that sneaky idea. I thought it was sine 2 theta. Do we have a formula for cos squared or sine squared? Sine squared. Right. Right, what's the formula for sine 2 squared?
Sine 2.
Hold on, my pen froze.
We can have the formula for cos 2 squared too.
I suppose so. Right, that should have fixed it. Right, what is the formula we were asked to prove for sine squared?
1 over 2 1 minus cos 2 theta.
1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. So you can see the nice thing about having the 2 here is they cancel. So you have 2 cos squared 2 theta minus 1 plus cos 2 theta equals 0. 2 cos squared 2 theta plus cos 2 theta minus 1 equals 0. This has factors. 2 cos 2 theta, cos 2 theta. I want a minus 1, so I need a plus and a minus. 1 and a 1. Do they have factors? They do. So it has to be 1 and 1, doesn't it? 2.
You need a minus 2, so it's a 1 and a 2.
No, it has to be 1 and 1 to make a 1 here.
No, it's a 2 that you must make there because the 2 is in front.
That's 2. That's 1. That's minus 2. Sorry, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's minus 1 plus 1. 2. Yeah. So you have that cos 2 theta is a half, or cos 2 theta equals minus 1. Is there are 4 answers on the left and 4 answers on the right, unfortunately. So what's the first answer? What's cos inverse minus 1 in radians? It's pi. How do you get the second answer?
Plus minus
2 pi minus that. So the second answer is also pi. And you add 2 pi to make the next 2 answers. So you get 3 pi and 3 pi. Here, cos inverse a half is pi over 3. How do you get the second answer?
minus 3.
Yeah, so that would be 2 pi minus that is 5 pi over 3. And how do you get the next answer? By adding 2 pi. So that's 7 pi over 3 and 11 pi over 3. Wait, that's not finished. Therefore, 2 theta. How do you get the answer for theta? Divide by 2. So you have pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6, pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Now, have we any restrictions in our answers? 0 to pi. So we have to reject some of these answers. Which one to reject? The ones that go past pi. So no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. The answers are pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, pi over 2. Yeah, 3 answers. And I have those 3 answers. Close.